Greetings to everyone out there in video land. This is your man BT, and I share the screen with a true pioneer, a legend in his own right. I mean, he may not say that, but I'm going to say it. This is my time to brag on him a little bit. And this man is a pioneer of the infused jazz era. He blended the genres of R&B, jazz, and hip hop long before the days of Hidden Beach, Unwrapped, and Shauna Key's Streetwise. Nothing against them, because I love those. But those came a decade after this man here was doing his thing with his group that he was the brainchild of in the 90s called Impromptu. This was a critically acclaimed group, bad group, that I had the pleasure of working. And let me just tell you a little bit more. He is also very familiar with the #1 status and top 10 status in Billboard charts and other charts in the US and the UK. This is a bad man. And also, he's also had the opportunity while in the group of Impromptu, they've been able to go to places such as being invited to the White House to perform for President Bill Clinton. They also performed at the Olympics in Atlanta. And also they did the US Open in New York. So just to name a few things. And I could give you a listing of all of the things that he's done in the TV and film as a solo artist. I would just say, look him up on IMDb, because the list goes on and on and on. And then he's also worked with and shared the stage with some of the biggest and baddest artists of our time. Legends like Quincy Jones, David Bowie, Elton John, The Temptations, Luther Vandross, George Benson, Jennifer Lopez, Wyclef Jean, just to name a few. But here today to discuss the forthcoming album, the new project that I am excited about, help me welcome producer, trumpeter, arranger, composer, songwriter, singer, and industry educator, brother Johnny Britt. How you doing, my brother?
BT, man, thank you so much. Thanks for having me, my man. Thank you so much for having me.
Man, thank you for carving this time out. I am so appreciative.
Yeah, one thing I want to say before we start is that it's very rare, but you were there at the very beginning in my career with Impromptu. I mean, you were there. You worked at Polygram Records, so you were there. You know, you didn't just hear us on the radio or see us on BT or whatever. You were there. So I think that everything that you said, it was from the heart. Yes. Because you were there. You were there. So I just wanted to commend you on that.
And you know what? that was that intern working in the mailroom, making sure that Impromptu made it to all of the retailers. And then when Motown or MoJazzin sent us some of those maxi CDs, and which I still have to this day, I was just listening to some of them not too long ago. Some of those remixes, I was like, got to make sure that all the key retailers has this and playing it, because it's jamming. And this was the 90s, y'all. You were before your time. I mean, I hate to use that when say you were before your time, because it was your era to create. And I am grateful for it. I'm grateful that I experienced that. And then when you, like I said, you have the Hidden Beach that becomes real popular, and then the Streetwise. And I was just like, yo, let's rewind the tape a little bit. Let's go back to Impromptu. What, man?
Yeah, we were really one of the pioneers to blend hip hop and jazz. With all the New York cats, Guru and the cats back then. I mean, Impromptu. We were, right there forming this mix of neo soul, hip hop, and jazz. So it really is an honor and a blessing to be in that group.
Man, and I just wanted to find out, I mean, I know, and I want to touch on the single Hold On, because, man, I got to stop for a second, because my grandma passed during the season. And then when I heard your song, I was just like, yo, man, this is good. This is good for the music world to hear. And I was just like, yo,
Wow.
this is, it was a tearjerker for me, because I was just like, I had to stop, man, because with all of the unrest going on, with all of the pandemic, how it's just pretty much making us go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us just being in the house and can't go anywhere. You know, folks just getting crazy. You know what I mean? So when I heard the single, I was
Well,
just,
one thing I want to say, one thing I just want to say to you is that I'm so glad that you've acknowledged that, and you really listened to that song, Hold On.
Yeah.
Because that song came, I was in the middle of production of the MoJazzin album.
Yeah.
And I was really, really grinding in the studio. And this is during quarantine, because what happened was all of my tours and shows, they all canceled, of course. My last show was, I think, was in Chicago. Valentine's Day, I did a Valentine's Day show. And then everything hit with quarantine, so I was really on lockdown in the studio, working on and finishing up this MoJazzin album.
Right.
And then what really happened was, the story is that, I went on a jog with my dog. Of course, I've been, reading the news, and all this stuff was really hitting with the pandemic. And then when I got back home, BT, this song just hit me, just fell into my spirit, Hold On. And I just stopped production on the album right there. And I spent about 10 days developing, writing, and producing and arranging. I have a virtual choir in it, because it was just that important to me, So I stopped right in the middle of production of the MoJazzin album to record Hold On. So that's what we got, that's how that was developed. That's what inspired it, just everything, everything that was happening on in the world. So I'm so glad that you really enjoyed it, and you have to keep pushing to hold on and get this message out to the world.
Yes. And hopefully more people will continue to play that. I know that, sometimes radio kind of drags their feet about, doing ads and, bringing on new music. And, so I just pray that has some longevity through this season, because, hey, man, it blessed me, and everybody listens to it. I'm also at the end, I'm going to put a link down in the description to make sure that people not only buy that single, but listen to it on your channel, because, I mean, as much as it blessed me, I know that everybody has something that they're going through, and they just need that glimmer of hope. You know what I mean? So that was truly a blessing. So thank you for that. And so,
I want to piggyback on that if I can. Because on this new album, I'm very, very proud of this album, MoJazzin. After the song, MoJazzin is on here, okay?
Yes.
But I'm saying that to say that, we have MoJazzin, we have Keep Working Out with Eric Roberson, we have a tune, Me and Marion Meadows, The Way I Feel. We have a tune with me and Paul Jackson Jr. And after all these jams, and we have a jam on the album that Boney James recorded. It's my song that George Duke was a part of, called Is It Cool? After all that stuff, after all the slick stuff and romantic stuff, I came with the Hold On, with this, which is probably song number, I don't know, song number 10.
Okay.
Right after Hold On is a song called There Is Nobody. And remember, I'm telling you this. It's called There Is Nobody. And it's a song that my wife and I wrote in a prayer service. Okay. And only thing I can say is it is an extremely powerful song.
Wow.
And it leads hand in hand with Hold On.
Okay.
And this song, There Is Nobody. When you guys listen to the album, you will see how powerful this song is. So I just kind of wanted to bring that to you when you buy the album.
Yes.
Make sure, if you loved Hold On, if that touched you,
yes,
There Is Nobody will certainly bless you.
I'm ready for it. I'm excited. And for everybody watching this video, August 14th is the day that this album drops. I want to make sure that you go to the place that you buy your favorite music. If it's I don't know if God, I don't even know if they have record stores anymore these days. But back in the day, when I
No,
was
you
in
know
the
what
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, what we're trying to do here, BT, is if you could pre-save it, and if you can ask all of your listeners to just pre-save the album, because it
Okay.
comes out next Friday, but you can pre-save it. There are links, there are pre-save links
Okay.
on my website.
Okay.
We'll have, and if you go to like iTunes and different places, you can pre-order it, and pre-saving is the same thing.
Okay.
And you can also go to my website for that. If you go to my website and pre-order the CD, we actually give you 2 songs in advance before it comes out, and then we release the rest of the record. Once it comes out. Also, I was going to say, if you buy the CD from Britt.com, you will get an autographed copy of the album personalized to you, and some other goodies. So
that's hot. And
everybody
do
know
that
about that.
these
Okay.
days. So that's good. That's good. Well, shoot, since we were talking about it, if you want to, let's go ahead and let's keep talking about your new project, your new baby that's coming. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration. I know you gave me some of the collaborations that you've had. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, this song. I mean, this and you know, it's really funny. BT, and I was talking to my publicist Danielle Holland, and of course I did. Well, she's been a fan of mine since the Impromptu days, so it's kind of like, you know, she loves Impromptu. And anyway, she came on board with me when I recorded an album called Marvin Meets Miles.
Yes.
The concept album, what if Marvin Gaye and Miles Davis performed with each other. It was a critically acclaimed album, very, very strong album. And so she was there, and that's a great album. Please check that out in the catalog, Marvin Meets Miles. And after that, we did. Yeah, and after we did the Marvin Meets Miles album, which is really, really cool, which featured songs Marvin Meets Miles that I wrote, and then all the other songs are really arrangements that I did of Marvin Gaye. But it's more like if I played in Miles's band, so it's not out, you know. It's not really avant-garde. It's really an R&B record. But just imagine if Miles Davis played in with Marvin Gaye. So check that out. But after that, we did the album So Hot, which we hit with Hot Fun in the Summer featuring Najee. On that great album. And when I was in the studio, I worked on this album MoJazzin for about a year. And Danielle, my publicist, you know, she kept saying, Johnny, how are you going to beat us so hot? How are you going to be so hot? You know?
Right.
And I think, and I know for sure, I mean, well, you know, albums are like children. Songs are like, you know, like kids. Yes. And I must admit, this MoJazzin album is Grammy Award winning. It is that strong. It really is. And the Lord just really blessed me with the inspiration in these songs. It's a 14-song CD. 14-song CD right here. These just came in. That's why I'm showing it to you. You can get them at Johnny Britt.
I'm VIP. I get to see the first look.
Yeah, you get the first look. But it's a 14-song CD, which I wrote all the songs. I produced all the songs, arranged all the songs, the whole thing. Again, you know, we started the campaign out with MoJazzin, and the way MoJazzin came about was that particular song I opened up for Boney James last year. As you know, I've written like 3 #1 hit songs for Boney James and several other songs. You know, some of the hit songs I've written for Boney has been Contact, That's My Song. The Total Experience featuring Georgia Duke, and I wrote that song. Now, I write them with Boney, you know. and Grand Central, along with Boney. Anyway, I opened up for him, and I'm gonna write a tune for you. He was kind of in the end of his project, you know.
Okay.
So I wrote the track, which is MoJazzin. I wrote that track. I originally wrote it for him. I wrote it for Boney James, and I felt that it was so strong that I really didn't want to give it to him, because I knew it was a hot track. Right. So it worked out that that I did get a chance to do it, and when that happened, I called Norman Brown, which of course we started our careers with at MoJazz. Right. We toured together, recorded together, and when I was talking to Norman, we were just reminiscing on the old days back in the day with Jay Spencer, with Raymond Tisdale, how we did our thing. And, he said he would love to be on this track. And after talking, I said, the name of this album is going to be MoJazzin. And this song is going to be called MoJazzin. So that's how the concept of MoJazzin came about, because of the reunion of Norman and I on the MoJazz record label. Right. Okay. So I thought it was a great concept, and that record came out. The single came out about 5-6 weeks ago, I'd say, BT. And if you listen to Sirius XM radio, it's all over Sirius XM in it.
Isn't it like number one? Isn't it like number one or number two right now? It's still
hitting. On certain charts, on different charts. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's really doing this thing. So we have that. And then just last Friday, man, we released Keep Working It Out with Eric Roberson. Yes. And because you started with me that, that I play trumpet, and a lot of times people, they don't really think, like, what do you do? Can you really do this? Can you really do that? So what's really good on this album is we have the jazz single, which is MoJazzin, which, is instrumental. I'm not even singing on that. Me and Norman Brown. And then on the Keep Working It Out, that's me and Eric Roberson, and I'm singing with him. And I'm not playing, any solo trumpets. I did all the horn arrangements, of course. Right. And that's in like the R&B lane, the alternative R&B lane. That came out last Friday. Of course, it's being well received abroad, and Eric is just dynamite. Eric Roberson.
Yes. Well, y'all both are bad brothers to be on one song.
Join me. Right. And, he got a chance to, he came up with a wonderful bridge on the song. Uh-huh. And we had been trying to collaborate for a while. And after I saw him in Los Angeles, I think November, and we talked about doing something. I think I wrote Keep Working Out in December. Okay. And then he came on board with that. So we have that, and I have a tune called Let's Get on the record. And I think what's really true is, like, when you listen to this record, if you are too fan, you have to know that I was making all the music for the group. So, that's in my spirit, that sound. So that's really what this sound of this album, it has that, it's me, so it has the impromptu vibe on it. But in any case, song called Let's Get Down Tonight is, of course, a song that I wrote, and it's reminiscent of summer night. Right. Okay. Summer nights. So this song, Let's Get Down Tonight, is so cool and on that. And then there's a cool that I had mentioned earlier. And this song, Is It Cool? I actually wrote this when I was on tour with Maxwell. I was on tour with Maxwell. Okay. And I wrote the track, Is It Cool? We were, what album was that? Third album. recorded Is It Cool? And we brought George Duke to play piano on it.
Okay.
So it featured George Duke.
Wow.
And it was an independent release. You probably heard it. But in any case, Boney James loved the track. He loved the track. And so he asked me, could he do it? And I let him do the track. And he renamed it to Deep Time.
Okay.
Called song called Deep Time. Got a lot of play, it's Boney James.
Okay.
So a lot of love on that. And so what I do in my live shows, if you've ever seen me live, when I do this song, I merge the two. I merge what I did with Impromptu.
Okay.
And I merge what we did with Boney James into
nice.
so I play the first part of the song, I'm here,
right,
with the horn.
Right.
And then the second part, I open it up into the vocals. And it's the reason I did it on this album because it always takes house,
That's what's up.
They just go crazy over it. So,
and that's just and you giving back. You know what folks are looking for. I hope he's gonna play it. I hope he's gonna play it. And then you are playing. They're like, oh yes,
nice.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah.
Exactly. But I'm really happy on that song. I featured my son Josh Britt, who's playing piano. Yeah. Amazing acoustic song. We recorded it at Paramount recording studios out here in Los Angeles.
Okay. All
live with the band, and he just graduated from the Berklee College of Music in Boston. Wow. So he's following in my footsteps. Yeah. So I'm really quite proud of him. He sounds amazing on it. Whoa. So look, it's 14 songs. We'll be here for a while for me to talk about all 14 songs. But if you get a chance, please, like I said, pre-save, buy it. Tell everyone in Louisiana, really Texas, about this record.
Everywhere, yes.
They will certainly love it.
I know they will because, like I said, when I'm going to tell you a story, and please forgive me on this. I was listening to Kim Scott's Block Party Radio, her jazz segment that she does every week. And I heard MoJazzin. And so I heard MoJazzin because I always knew you as one of the members of Impromptu. I didn't know your name. I just knew the Impromptu guys. Whenever I heard your voices, and I was just like, okay. And so I played another track, and then I was like, dang, that sounds like the guys from Impromptu. And I said, so I had to look it up, and I was just like, I'll be damned. Because all I knew was the Impromptu guys, and I loved you guys. Well, I love your vocals, and I didn't know your name because I guess MoJazz, I'm going to say they did such a good job of marketing you guys as a unit that I didn't know you guys' names. So, if I saw you on pictures, I probably wouldn't, because I always remember you with sunglasses on.
Right.
Always had the funky sunglasses on, and you had your trumpet. You'd be like chilling, and so it was like to fast forward here in 2020, and then I'm hearing some music, and then I see a cover, your MoJazz cover, no shades on, hair cut low, you just chilling. It's great, no sunglasses. I'm like, I don't know if and then I played some other music, and I was like, hey, wow, my man, where you been? So I was happy to make that connection because I was just like because I bought of course, when I worked for MoJazz, I got the other 2 albums, but I bought the other ones. Was it Definition of Love? I think it was. Definition. And then, because y'all had 4 albums. So 2 of them were with MoJazz, right? And then that one.
2 of them were with MoJazz.
Okay. And so I was just like, yo. And so after the 4 project went away, because you know what? I think my best track was the one you did with Kim Fields on that Mahogany Soul. Man.
Mocha Soul.
Mocha Soul. Man, I played that last night. I was like, man, let me play some old Impromptu and Mocha Soul. And I was like, ooh, man. So I was just
Yeah.
reminiscing. Please forgive me.
That song got us on Soul Train.
What? Man.
Yeah, we did the Soul Train, and then we did the Lady of Soul Awards too, and yeah, that was great.
So I mean, I don't want to get off track because this is your time for us to like really talk up the new album, the new project. But I had a flashback on that.
Okay.
What, since this year has kind of changed the dynamic of, how you do shows, do you have anything that your fans can look forward to, I guess, in the digital space? Do you have any concerts coming up? Are you going to be performing any?
I'm glad that you asked that. Yeah, this Tuesday we'll be doing a virtual show, and I'm gonna post it on my website. Do I have that information now? Well, I have Danielle. Danielle will to you.
Okay.
But yeah, this Tuesday I'll be doing a virtual show. It'll be myself and my buddy Nils.
Okay.
We'll be both on this show. And it's a virtual show. That'll be Tuesday.
Okay.
And then on Wednesdays, I will be doing, I'm going to start doing the virtual thing from my home.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So Daniel, keep me posted on that as well.
So are they going to be through Facebook Live or Instagram Live, or, because I want to make sure that I'm tuned in?
Yeah, it will be Facebook Live and Instagram Live.
Good deal. So good. So we can pump it up and just be excited, and this kind of just will usher in the new project coming out in the next couple of days. So that's awesome.
Yeah. It's really funny because, BT, when we were with, when I was with MoJazzin, we had a big machine.
Right.
You were doing your thing, and
right.
various team members. I mean, it's a big thing. That's why so many people knew about Impromptu.
Right.
But now it's a new day. It's independent. It's Independence Day.
Yes, exactly. And
so I am an independent artist, and I'm really having a lot of fun being an independent artist.
Right.
The biggest challenge is that for people like you and people to spread the word, just virtually and underground, because we don't have the big dollars to have it on billboards and buses and whatever else.
Right.
It's gonna have to be like a word of mouth thing. And so I would really appreciate that, like all of your friends, all of whoever, if you could tell them about, this record right here, we would really, really appreciate it, because we're gonna be up for Grammy nominations.
Congrats. Well, we're going to speak that now.
We are pushing really hard for a good week one with record sales. Okay. So that's why I asked if you could pre-save, pre-order. I mean, like really, 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 if we could really do that, it will make a big splash,
Okay. It would help with the buzz. We gotta build on the buzz, baby. I mean, hey, I look at it like, the machine of MoJazz is no longer around, but the people are.
The people are.
So if we can work together as a team, I mean, There's nothing that we can't do. I mean, because, I was talking to, a few weeks back, because, like I said, I told you, TJ Miller is my mentor who brought me to the game. And it's just a thing of, I thought, what if we all just work together to help, create that machine to help these artists that we know and love, that we've worked in the past, that are putting out good music that could use us, and I just think there's power in numbers. If we're all working together, I believe that even though retail, the brick and mortars have gone away, I believe that we have become smarter and just in marketing and promoting. And with a less amount of energy through digital. But it's just a matter of how do we convert it to where it's before, where it's on a lot of eyeball, where a lot of eyeballs see it, you know. So it's just creating that buzz so that people will like it, and you know, and generate the buzz in the virtual space. So I'm down. I'm with you, and after we get off of here, we can coordinate some stuff, and I'm down to help however I can help. And so,
man, well, we really do appreciate it, BT. Really do.
Cool. So is there any other shows, or you know, pretty much everything like the you know, Catalina and all of those things pretty much have been shut down for the remainder of the year, huh?
Yeah, everything did cancel. I mean, this record, you know, the big thing is this record.
Okay.
And it's, you know, to have everybody buy the record, tell people about the record. This is the main thing here.
Okay.
For the rest.
Okay. So that's how we doing our energy.
We won't be coming. Yeah, that's totally where it is.
Okay.
Let's get this Grammy nomination happening, and that is where it is. And then, like I said, I'll be doing some impromptu performances, you know, from my home studio. But you know, we won't be coming to Baton Rouge anytime soon, you know, to do a live show, that's for sure.
Right. Well, we'll definitely try to shoot for that in 2021 when, you know, hopefully that vaccine is out there and folks feel like coming out to hear great music. But in the meantime and between times, I believe that people that are watching this video, if you have not checked out Brother Johnny Britt's discography, it is very robust. And he has a great deal of music out there. I would encourage you to check it out after you have already pre-saved, or if you're watching this after the 14th of August, if you have already purchased that album that he's showing right now, that you've bought that on johnnybritt.com, on his website, or iTunes, or wherever you buy great music. But if you buy it on his website, you will get an autographed copy. So that's a win-win situation. Artists don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So after listening and buying that album, go check out some of the other albums, like the Miles and Miles meets Marvin meets Miles, and then hear some of the impromptu music. I mean, the music is out there and it's great music. If you love his voice, so it's great music out there. So support these artists, support these independent artists, and you know, just let's keep the great music coming, because if you're buying this great music, then they can put out more great music, and you're adding fuel to the machine. But if you stop buying the music, just listen to it all the time on YouTube.
Right.
YouTube is getting rich off of you. So let's support the artists, going to their websites, buying the music, buying it directly from them if possible. I mean, but if you're not able to do that, buy it from an iTunes, or, you know, download, create your playlist, do all those things that send the royalties to the artists to support the artists. So I'm all about big on that. And I'm going to just jump
down. One other thing I want to
go ahead.
Yeah, I want to plug one last thing before we are done here. I'm starting a podcast.
Oh.
And I did my first episode, and I want everyone to tune in.
Okay.
And my first guest is Leon.
Okay.
Leon the actor.
Oh, okay. That's dope.
Yeah, to let you know, and it's about a 30-minute interview. He's actually interviewing me, you know, about, you know, a lot of things. You should really check it out. It's really good.
Okay.
Leon and I, we go back. I was the musical director for the Temptations for a number of years. That's what brought me to Los Angeles, and that parlayed into me becoming the music producer for the Temptations movie.
Okay.
That starred Leon.
Okay.
As David Ruffin. That's where I met Leon, and I was a vocal coach on that movie. as well as the music producer, co-music producer.
Right.
And we have become very, very, very good friends ever since.
And that's
So it's a great heartfelt podcast, interview and conversation between friends that we definitely want you all to check out.
okay. And say the name again of the podcast.
It's called Johnny Britt.
Just send it to me later, and I'll put it in the video.
It's called Turntable with Johnny Britt.
Okay.
The Turntable.
Good.
It's called The Turntable with Johnny Britt.
Okay.
Released again, no. I think Daniel will let you know the launch date for that.
Okay. Cool. Keep it posted. Well, we are going to wrap up, and what I want to do is just finish. I always try to finish with artists such as yourself that have accomplished a great deal. There are many eyes on you, and there are a lot of young eyes that are on you that are aspiring to be where you are at some point in their life. And I call this segment Reach One, Teach One. What would be those nuggets that you would leave for an aspiring young adult that wants to be in your shoes one day? What would you leave with them?
Well, it really starts with like hard work. It's hard work. It is a belief in yourself, a real belief in yourself.
Yes.
But it really is hard work. I mean, that's one thing. Like my son, as I told you, he just graduated from the Berklee College of Music. And I said, okay, if you want to be a musician, if you want to get in this world, which is an amazing world, you're going to have to know your stuff. You're going to have to know your stuff.
Right.
There's too many people who see this and just kind of like, I don't know. It's a commitment and it's a long haul. And it's not easy because you have to work. I mean, to be on a very strong level. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. So I would say believe in yourself, commit, and study. I think that all of the resources are certainly there for anyone. Unlike when I was coming up in regards to the internet, you can learn anything. There was just text about writing, song form, how you do this, how you do that, and it's good that, he's hungry for that, but there's a lot of stuff available, now via the internet. I mean, whatever you want, you could really, get, but you have to learn, but you have to work hard. And my main thing is, and I always tell people, if you're going to get into this business and if you're going to say, well, I'm going to give it a year and see how it goes, I just say, don't even waste that year. Do something else because it doesn't, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be passionate about it because
you have to be passionate about it. You have to be patient. You have to be passionate. You're going to get a lot of no's and you have to believe in yourself.
Right. Cause man. So that's some good stuff. So I hope that the artists and the people that are watching this video are truly blessed by that. And just hearing all of the great things, the accolades that you've done. And yes, this man has put in work, blood, sweat, and tears for many, many years. And it took a while for him to get to where he is now. So I'm just, like I said, I'm grateful that he carved out this time to share, mainly talk about the album, but also tell what it takes to get to where he is right now. So
and I would like to say that I'm open. I do give voice lessons. I do, I do that, but if someone is passionate, wants to ask me questions that are serious, I'm easy to get in contact. You can hit me at johnnybritt.com.
Okay.
Facebook, Johnny Britt, Instagram, Johnny Britt, Twitter, Johnny Britt. I'll be more than happy to do whatever I can.
Whoa. So guys, you heard it right here. You get to learn from a legend that has been in this industry for feels like a lifetime, my lifetime, but he's definitely been with the greats, and he is great. And he's offering vocal lessons and train you up and learn from a legend. So that's awesome, Mr. Britt. I appreciate that. So thank you for, like I said, carving out this time. And if there's anything else that you want to share while we have this time.
There is one last
Go ahead.
thing, and I almost slipped my mind, but I'm having a book that's coming out, my autobiography. A publisher approached me about writing my life story, and I was really blessed to have the foreword come from Otis Williams from the Temptations, the last and founding member of the Temptations. He forwarded the book for me because he actually, gave me a break. He hired me as their youngest ever musical director. Right. And that's how I got to Hollywood. So I'll be looking for the book, Johnny Britt's Autobiography. It'll be coming out soon.
Coming soon. Okay. Well, keep us posted on that. So we got some things to be looking out for from a legend, Brother Johnny Britt. He's got an album coming out August 14th. Remember that.
Yeah.
Vocal coach, a book coming, concerts coming, virtual concerts coming. Yeah. Man, we got a long list of things that are coming from Brother Johnny Britt. Man is truly a legend. And like I said, I'm just grateful that I had this opportunity to speak with you via Zoom and create this video. And anybody that watches it, I know that they will truly be blessed. Go out and buy the album, support him, support all the projects that he's got going. And if you support him, he's supporting other artists, because we could just talk about all the artists that he's blessing as well. And we'll be here all day talking about that too. So, hey, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Oso Lounge TV. Mr. Britt, once again, thank you for taking out this time to share about your new album coming and all the great things that you have coming. And I just pray for all the blessings, and that the Lord is going to open up the windows of heaven, pour out many more blessings, because he's going to use you to bless you so you can bless others and just be a blessing. So thank you for this time, and take care.
My pleasure.